everybody. Taria Vision Avant, and today is day 11. Day 11 of New Year, New You. We haven't even gotten halfway there, and I just feel like we have just been overfilled with so much value, so much information, so much transformation. Yes, darling. Listen, what I need for you guys to do is go ahead in the chat space and put your it's cough time, okay? But put your city and state or your country. If you're chiming in from another country, we definitely want to celebrate you. But either way, if you're here in the U.S. too, drop it in the chat. Let us see where you guys are chiming in from. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. Well, listen, I'm so excited because, again, we just have another dynamic speaker who about to tear down the house, okay? Tear down the house. And y'all do not forget tomorrow. That is Sunday. Tomorrow. Maybe not. Did y'all hear it? Yeah, I'll be trying to push the buttons. It ain't even do. Hold on. Tomorrow, we have our first live panel that's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're giving you plenty of time for those who are at church on Sunday to get out of church and get to the live, because we're doing giveaways, and you have to be there live. If your name is picked and you're not there, so you do not want to miss it. And every single person that wins over the next 3 group sessions or panel sessions that we do on Sundays, you will also be added to the opportunity for the grand prize, $1,000 and flat screen. We also got, that's a separate, we're gonna do a flat screen and $1,000. So you don't want to miss out, guys. All you got to do is show up. That's how you win. Show up, take notes, plug in, do all the things. We're also going to be creating some flyers for those of you guys who've participated in getting the bonus points. That means your name gets added even more. We're going to make flyers that you can actually share out there to the community. Let people know that you've been plugged into New Year, New You. But let me go ahead and introduce our speaker of today, Nichica Melton, who is a dynamic force of inspiration and empowerment. With a bachelor's in communication studies and a master's in education administration, Nichica's academic prowess is just the beginning. As a 5-time published author, including Cut the BS. I'm saying it like that because that's how Nichica would say it, okay? Cut the BS, 7 simple strategies to unlock higher productivity. She's transforming lives on one page at a time, okay? Nichica's influence spans ministry, entrepreneurship, and real estate, where she ignites growth and prosperity. Whether speaking at events nationwide, parenting her 6 children with her husband, or coaching, wait a minute, 6, Nichica? Y'all better let Nichica know she is doing her doggone thing, doing a big one, okay? Okay, let me get back to this. Her 6 children with her husband are coaching entrepreneurs to success. Nichica's passion shines through. She's a beacon of faith, resilience, and unwavering dedication, guiding others on their journey to greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, Nichica Melton.
Hello. I am so glad that you are joining us right now. I know that you could be doing so many other things on today. And yet you decided to be that person that said, this year, I am going to go beyond just listening, and I'm going to be a doer. I am going to be a doer within my life and within my business. So for that, I salute you. Now, listen, I don't know if you're reclining. I don't know if you're driving. I don't know what you're doing, okay? But if you are able to, I'm going to need you to get that pen or pencil, whichever one you like. Get you a highlighter. Get you some paper, because listen, I'm going to be dropping some nuggets. And you are going to make sure that you're picking up what I'm putting down. And you also are going to be interacting with me. We're going to have a good time together. And I know you say, oh, ma'am, who you is. I'm so glad you asked. And let me tell you, my name is Nichica Melton, and I wear many hats. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of six. We have a blended family, so I'm a mother of six. I am a 5-time published author. I'm also a licensed realtor, and I have my own real estate firm. I also design t-shirts. And to top it off, wait a second, I guess I can't top it off because I'm also an international speaker. You're hearing me speak right now. And I don't know where in the world you are, so I hope that you have put your location in the chat, because I know we've got people watching from all over the world. So I'm not going to say city and state. I'm going to say put where you are, and don't put living room, because I know some of y'all. So I know some of y'all be like, I'm in my living room, I'm on my couch. No. Location, geographical location, country, state, give us that. But lastly, the last hat that I wear, which is why I'm talking to you today, is that of a simplified productivity coach. What is a simplified productivity coach? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all asked some good questions. Okay. Let me tell you what a simplified productivity coach is. What I do is I teach you how to unlock higher productivity with simple strategies that increase your peace. Come on, write that down. Put peace in all capital letters. Productivity, I want you to circle that. Circle productivity and profits. You got to highlight profits because that's the coin, okay? Peace, productivity, and profits. That's what I do as a coach. And I'm often asked, Nichica, how are you able to do all the things that you do? There's only 24 hours in the day. How in the world are you able to do all these things and not lose your mind? Well, what I'm going to talk about today is going to give you a little snippet of that. I'm going to talk to you about still waters run deep. I know you've heard that phrase before. Still waters run deep. The art of prioritizing. And it is an art. There's a science to it. How do I know this? Because not everybody does it. And here's two things that we're going to delete and remove. One of the things that I see is that when people prioritize, it normally starts out with, I'm sorry, but, or somewhere in there is an apology. Why are you apologizing? For having enough sense and enough respect for yourself to prioritize your day. Why do we do that? Somebody asks us to do something. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry. Why are you so stop? STOP, stop. What was it? Jamie Foxx used to say, stop. No more. No more. The second thing I see people do or hear people do, justifying. Why are you justifying what's important? Why? Why do you think you owe people that? You want me to tell you who you should be apologizing to? Yourself. You should be apologizing to yourself. Why? Because you didn't consider yourself enough to say no to some things. You didn't consider yourself enough to focus on your goals. You didn't consider yourself enough to stay in the lane that you should have been in the whole time. What you did was you put other people in front of you. So much so that you found yourself at the back of the bus, baby. You were no longer even in the driver's seat because you should have been driving the bus. Huh? I'm pausing and I'm going to do this all throughout the talk. I'm pausing because I want you to get that and let it marinate in your shanana. I want you to let it marinate. You should have been driving the bus. But because you allowed everybody's emergency to become your priority, you kept getting pushed to the back of the bus. So who's navigating? Who's in control? Who's making sure you get to where you're supposed to be on time, in your right mind? Huh? Who's making sure? Can't be you because you're sitting in the back. So who's driving? And this is why prioritization is so important, because it makes sure that you remain in the driver's seat. Now I know some of y'all, you're a little churchy, and you say, "Well, Jesus is driving my bus, baby." Jesus has all the wheels. Okay, Jesus has all the wheels, the steering wheel, the right wheel, the left wheel, the wheel and bearing. He got all the wheels. Okay, but he's also expecting that when he gives you the mandate, that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, when you're supposed to be doing it, how you're supposed to be doing it, and with whom you're supposed to be doing it with. Okay, so let's just get that on out the way. All right? And you are supposed to be driving this bus. I'm pausing. If I am in your lane, if I am in your lane and you want me to help you, because I want to help you help yourself. If I am helping you right now, I want you to type in the chat, "Help me, sis." Help me, sis. Y'all thought I was going to say type 1 or type 2. We're going to get to that. But I need to make sure the blood is flowing in your fingers and you're listening. I want you to be engaged because I'm going to help you establish the foundation and set the pace. You hear me what I say? What? Yes. So type in the chat, "Help me, sis." And I hope you have that pen, paper, if you type in your notes, however, and your highlighter. Because I'm about to help you help yourself. With prioritizing, before you can even start, you have to have a vision. You have to have a vision for your business and a vision for your personal life. So right now, I want you to get out a piece of paper, or if you're typing, make yourself a note. On one side, personal vision. Other side, business vision. Now, let's get a little feel for the room. Let's get a little feel for the room. If you are just starting, formulating the ideas, you're doing the research, you haven't really started on your business, I want you to type a 1 in the chat. See, I told you them numbers was coming. I want you to type a 1. If you've been in your business 3 years or less, type a 2 in the chat. If you've been in your business 4 to 10 years, type a 3 in the chat. And if you've had your business 10 years or more, type a 4 in the chat. That just helps me gauge where people are on the spectrum. But can I just throw out some words at you that are going to resonate no matter where you are in your business? Can I throw out overwhelmed? Can I throw out depleted? Okay. Can I throw out that your bank account was in a chokehold at one time? Oh, hey, yes. Can I throw that out to you? No matter where you are in your business, frustrated, questioning whether or not you made the right choice, wondering whether or not you have the right resources, enough resources to do what you need to do. No matter where you are, those things have been a part of your mental space. And because they've been a part of your mental space, they triggered your emotional space. But again, still waters run deep. So I'm here to help you get that peace. Because I can tell you straight up, with all that I do, I am not cross-eyed and crazy. Okay? I am not sitting in the corner wondering what my name is and where am I at. Because I am still in the driver's seat. I'm not sitting in the back looking at everybody else wondering where my place is, wondering when my turn is. I'm talking about that peace, y'all. And I'm going to give you just a little bit of that peace back today if you do what I tell you to do. So type again in the chat, help me sis, help me sis. The first thing I'm going to teach you, and I teach this whenever I'm given an opportunity because it's so simple, but it's absolutely powerful and it's a game changer. What I teach is the 3 Ds. Like D like dog, D like David. The 3 Ds. The first D is to do it. You know how Nike says, just do it? The first D is to do it. So when do you know to do it? Well, it's actually very simple. When it 100% requires you. Not because you're a control freak, because some of y'all be micromanaging. You feel like ain't nothing gonna get done unless you do it, baby. We got to have another conversation because you got to let that go. You are putting more weight on yourself than is what is needed, necessary, or required. So if you micromanaging and got control issues, that's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm talking about if it absolutely requires your expertise because nobody else in the room has it. You have the ability to meet the deadline and nobody else in the room does. It 100% requires you and you alone. Then you do it. The second D, delegate it. What does delegating look like? Well, it can look a couple of different ways, right? So let's go through a quick scenario. Let's say somebody calls you, emails you, sends you the text message, and needs you or your company to do something. Is it required for you to do it? 9.5 times out of 10, the answer is no. So then your brain needs to shift. Okay, what's the timeline? What's required? Who on my team can do this? If the answer is person A, we'll call her Judy. If it's Judy, then you reply back to the person, or if it's a phone call, you let them know, hey, thank you so much for reaching out. I appreciate you thinking about us. We can definitely get this done for you. Based on your timelines, it's definitely a good fit for us. And I'll have someone reach out to you to work out the details. What does that do? Shifts it. You ain't got to tell them that it's going to be Judy. You ain't got to tell them when, unless they ask. Why am I pausing? Because I need that to marinate in your shanana. You're transferring it on. So then what you make a note to do, because Judy is going to copy you on every communication. That way you know the timeline, the checkpoints, and when to follow up with Judy. And you wouldn't have given it to Judy if Judy couldn't do it. Because this is why you hired Judy. Amen. Can somebody put amen in the chat? This is why you hired Judy. Now, here's the second way the delegation can go. Person sends you text, email, phone call. After review, you say, you know what? I thank you so much for reaching out and considering us for this project. Based on the timeline or based on whatever, we're not going to be able to do it. But I do have someone that is more than capable that I can refer you to, and they will do an amazing job. Notice I didn't say, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Because as soon as you start with those negative words, it creates a negative imprint on the person that you're talking to. You want them to come back to you for other opportunities. It's just that for whatever reason, this one didn't work out. And you know that it doesn't work out because you have your vision. And in that vision, you've broken down your big goal for the year, your quarterly goals, your monthly goals, your weekly goals, and your daily goals. Now, if you say, oh, wait a minute now, Miss Nichica, wait a minute, I haven't done that, then you need to be looking for an email from me, because I'm going to show you how we can work together and do that. So stay tuned. But if you got those things, then you can funnel the request through that. Have you all ever gone under a bridge and paid attention to that sign that says how tall and how wide a vehicle has to be in order to safely pass through? Can I tell you how many times where I'm located at in Greensboro, North Carolina, I have driven past bridges and seen trucks stuck because they didn't pay attention to what could actually pass through? I mean, literally, they could not go forward or backwards. They were stuck. And you know what I said? Somebody getting fired today, baby. Somebody getting fired, because the city got to come and get you out. When you have your goals, first of all, your vision in place, and your goals properly written out, you can funnel the request through. If it don't fit, I ain't doing no doggone OJ. I know that's what I know that's where y'all went to. We ain't talking about OJ. We talking about you. I know that's where you went to, though. If it don't fit, you got to let it go. And that's where the third D comes in. Discard. So the first D is do it. The second D is delegate it, which can mean it stays within your team or you refer it out. And the third D is discard it. Why? It doesn't fit. If you try to do it, it's going to create a situation where nothing else can get through. It's going to take up too much time. It's going to derail you. The resources that you should have been using for something else is now going to be used for this. And when you discard it, you don't start out saying, oh, I am so sorry that I'm not going to be able to do this. No, 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 no. Didn't we say at the beginning? No more apology. No more apology. What you say is, thank you so much for reaching out. I am so happy that you shared this project and this opportunity with us. Based on what we already have going on, I'm not going to be able to do this at this time. If you have some flexibility within your schedule, I can look at my calendar and see when we will be able to do this. That's option one. Because it's something you could do, you just can't do it now. Option two would be, along that same vein, thank you so much for reaching out. I appreciate you presenting us with this opportunity. Based on what we already have going on, we're not going to be able to do this at this time. However, I can refer you to someone else who will be absolutely amazing and will help you get this done. Here's their information. Now, one or two things are going to happen. One, they'll take the referral and go on about their business, come back to you when it's something else. Or two, because they really, really want you to do it, they're going to work with your schedule. Which brings us to the next thing. So that was the 3 Ds. That's your funnel. Do it, delegate it, discard it. That's the 3 Ds. That's the funnel you put those requests through. The other thing is, you, ma'am and sir, my sister and my brother, as smart and highly intelligent as you are, baby, you can't remember everything you got to do. That's why you need a calendar, sweetie. That's why you need a calendar. Type in the chat, you need a calendar, sweetheart. You need a calendar. And what I teach my clients, you need a paper calendar and a digital calendar. Why? That digital calendar will allow you to set reminders. That paper calendar is something you can set out in front of you while you're working, while you're at your desk, while you're going from meeting to meeting. You ain't got to worry about your battery. And if you leave your phone at home, if you leave it in the car, if you leave it at a client's location, you still got your paper calendar. It's called a fail-safe. You can't discuss opportunity when you don't know what your day looks like. So you need to have my strong recommendation for that piece, 2 calendars. How many of y'all have been rushing in the morning, left your phone at home? Oh, type a 1 in the chat, or give me an emoji. Give me I don't even care which one it is, which one ever resonates with you. Put an emoji in the chat if you have ever left your phone at home and how you felt when you realize you did not have your phone. Why? Because your whole life, is in that phone. But when you have the paper backup, right there in the passenger seats, you don't have to panic because you got your backup. Isn't that peace, that still water to keep everything in its proper place? And that's why I created a planner, a weekly planner, to help people stay organized, but it's also not huge, and it is a year-long planner because I know the struggle. Can I just, I don't want to talk about y'all because I get in trouble if I talk about y'all. Y'all be trying to come for me, and we don't want that. Because these streets are serious. So I'm gonna talk about me. I have been that person who has been overwhelmed, who has been dead and dying inside, so depleted, I couldn't even do anything for myself. Cry. You know, people think because you're crying, you're sad, but sometimes you cry because you can't get a thought together. Sometimes you're crying because the frustration is there and you got to release it. You're overwhelmed, so you're crying. You're angry, so you're crying. You don't know what else to do, so you're crying. Okay? If that has ever been you, type me in the chat because I know I am not talking to myself. I have been that person with goals and dreams, but I didn't have them all in the right place and in the right way. So I did this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing while having children, while being a wife, while working full time, and for a year and a half also having a part-time job because I don't like debt. So I would waitress at night with 3 children under the age of 5. Honey, I understand. I understand. And that's why I'm giving you these strategies, because these are the things that the Lord gave me. I have been so depleted that I was like a zombie. I knew the motions. I knew how to be a robot because I did it every day. But beyond that, outside of that, And I knew how to put on the mask because, baby, that thing fit good. You hear what I'm saying to you? The masks, because there was more than one, fit very well. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I knew how to look the part. I knew how to sound the part, but I didn't know how to live it. I didn't know how to walk in it. And I had tried so many different high productivity programs. I looked at the amount of work that they were requiring just to get started in the day, and I said, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, sir. I don't have that kind of time, and I'm not looking for it. I'm not looking for that. I don't want to be stressed out trying to get ready for my day. And you know, as a business owner, the probability of getting blindsided by something is great. I've been you. And now I'm me. And I want you to have the same peace, productivity, and profits. Actually, I want you to have more because my goals are not your goals. Why am I pausing? Because I needed to marinate in your shanana. See, one thing you have to be careful. You don't make other people's goals your goals because they sound good, because it sounds like something you could do. You're going to disrupt your peace. And the people who do that don't have clear vision. Now I'm talking about you. Now I'm talking about you. Okay. Every great idea is not an idea for you. And there was something that my grandmother shared with me. You know, our elders, honey, they have some sayings. And my grandmother used to always tell me, you have to learn how to eat the fish and throw away the bones. Eat the fish and throw away the bones. There may be something in the idea that you can use if it's in alignment with your vision. We got to keep going back to the vision because that's what you're building from and on. Why am I pausing? Exactly. Because we're letting it marinate in your shanana. I knew I was supposed to be an entrepreneur. I knew it. I felt it within me, everything in me. I didn't know exactly what. And you know, back then, honey, we didn't have no high-speed internet. We had AOL. Child, that dial up was serious. So getting on the computer initially, that was, oh God, that was an all-day situation. That dial-up was a struggle. So I couldn't just jump on Google. There was no Google. So it was trial and error. I sold Pamper Chef. I sold Mary Kay. I sold jewelry. Child. Because I knew I was supposed to be a business owner, but I didn't know how to write my vision. I didn't know about the 3Ds to funnel things through so that I wouldn't stop or slow down my forward progress. And here's the other thing. And I know that this is hard for so many people. Your no game, your NO game has to be strong in prioritizing to keep those still waters running deep, to keep your peace. You have to be okay with no. Can I add a twist to it? You have to be okay with saying it and receiving it. Okay. Did I just help somebody? If I did, type in the chat, help me, sis. I want to help you help yourself. You have to be okay with saying no and receiving no. Well, how do I know when to say no? When the request doesn't line up with the vision, with what you've got scheduled for the day, for the week. It might be no today, yes tomorrow. And so how would you word that to somebody? Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate that. I tell you what, if you've got some flexibility, I can do it this day at this time. If flexibility is not an option, I've got somebody that I can refer you to. I just took them through the 3Ds. Because you know what's going to happen if they say they're not flexible and they don't want the referral. Discard. Discard. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm not going to be able to do it this time, but let's stay connected and talk about future projects or talk about working together in the future. Not once did I apologize. because I'm not going to apologize for protecting my peace. I said something right there. Do not apologize for protecting your peace. Apologize to yourself for disrupting your peace. Does that make sense? The next thing, and I told y'all, I'm going to be dropping some nuggets. So we talked about the calendar, right? The digital and the paper calendar. Every day, you should have 2 to 3 goals that you got to get done, like no matter what. For me to feel successful in my day, these 2 to 3 things, I normally have 3, have to get done. Now, again, you have 2 visions. You have your personal and your business vision. So you're going to have personal and business goals. So the personal goal that must be done on whatever day, maybe it's working out. Maybe it's being in the bed by 10 p.m. Maybe it's getting up at a certain time. That would be a goal that you have to get done. And then you have other goals. So again, you need to have 2 to 3 goals that must, no matter what, get done every single day. And these goals are going to be different. And these goals feed what you're wanting and needing to accomplish for the week. That's prioritizing. And you don't let anything, anybody, anywhere, anytime get in the way of those things being done. Even when I have a doctor's appointment, let me tell you, while you're in that waiting room, because you're going to wait, you can be late. They can be late, but don't you be late. You going to wait. What can you be doing? There's a task that you can get done. There's a goal that you can accomplish. That's how you're going to maintain that peace, that still water. Now, as you're going about your day, because I told you, you have to be able to say no and receive no. There are going to be some things, some resources, some connections you think you're going to want. And you may get declined. There may be a piece of property you're wanting to buy for your business. And your bank account says, no, ma'am, no, sir, not this month. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. So what do? Plan. You've got to be okay with a strong no game. You have to be okay with a strong no game. And that also means sometimes you have to tell yourself no. You know you need to be sending out your emails. Oh, but your favorite TV show is coming on. You have to tell yourself no. No to the TV show, okay? In case you was wondering. In case you was wondering which one got the no. Now, some of you, you super sharp. You can sit in front of the TV and work on the emails during commercials. I don't know. But you got to get your goals accomplished. Because that's feeding your peace, your productivity, and your profits. You don't want to look back at the end of the month and say, dang it, I coulda, I shoulda, I wish I woulda. That's not what you want to do. And when you learn how to prioritize in a healthy manner, no apology, no justification. When you learn the art of prioritizing, you will find that your day, even when chaos comes, you can still regain control because you've got your calendar, you've got your 2 to 3 goals, you've got your focus. That's what prioritizing does. Now listen, I know I've given you some things to do. Don't forget, even if you have a vision written out for your business and for your personal life, if you have a team, if you have a board of directors, because I asked this to someone who met with me. They said, oh, we can skip the vision writing because I have my vision written out. Oh, great. I'm glad you have a vision. Does your team know what it is? They paused. You know what they said? I don't know. Why am I pausing? Because I'm letting it marinate in your shalana. You cannot prioritize. You cannot send out goals. You cannot establish goals when you and everybody connected to you is not clear on the vision. So where does prioritization start? With a clear written vision that those on your team, those helping you, can buy into. Because if they can't buy into your vision, they don't need to be a part of your team. Oh, look at prioritization already working. You start with your vision. Now, I'm coming to the end of my talk, the end of our time together. This is what I want you to keep in mind. You're going to be receiving some emails from me. The first email is going to ask you for some ahas. What did you get out of this? What did you get out of this moment together? What are some things that you know you need to work on? And then the email's also going to ask you, what are some things that you need help with? Or you can say, Miss Nichica, girl, I need you to help me, sis. And you may just reply back to the email, help me, sis. And I already know. I already know. If you know right now, this does not sound like an altar call. Y'all, I'm here to set you free. Listen, if you know right now, Nichica, I don't just need help with prioritization. I need to make sure my vision makes sense. I need help creating those goals. I need help I need help. I want you to go to nichicamelton.com and book your free call. It's a free strategy session with me. Okay? I'm going to send you an email. You're going to get several. The other email that you're going to get is about my 5-day challenge. This challenge is called Peaceful Profits. Didn't we talk about the still water running deep? Peaceful Profits. Doesn't that sound good? Making money and it not totally taking your breath away and stressing you out. The 5-day challenge, you're going to get information about that. It's going to be real easy. It's only going to take up 30 minutes each day of us being together. And we're going to go through steps of resetting your high productivity so that you're making the money with your peace. Because that's what I'm about, increasing your peace, your productivity, and your profits. So look for the email from me. If you want to go ahead and reach out, go to nichicamelton.com. The way to spell my name is on your screen, nichicamelton.com. But just in case, N is in Nancy, ICHICA. M is in money, ELTO. N is in Nancy.com. Schedule that free strategy call. You get 30 minutes with me free of charge to help you work through some strategies. Okay? Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. And I want you to continue moving forward in a way that is going to increase your peace, your productivity, and your profits. Take care.
All right. Wasn't she amazing? Wasn't Nichica incredible? Y'all go ahead and drop a comment in the chat. What did you learn from Nichica? Let's give it up. I keep pushing the button. Lord, y'all forgive me. Okay, yes, let's give it up for Nichica Melton in the chat, y'all. She just did a phenomenal job. Drop in the chat right now one takeaway, and then make sure when you type that takeaway, copy it, and then go into the Facebook event group chat and post it there so you can get your name added again to the giveaway, because tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the dot, we're going to have our speakers there. We're going to have the panel there. You need to be there. You can ask questions, all type of stuff. It's just going to be a celebration. Do you hear me? Holla if you hear me. And we're going to just be having a great time giving away some stuff. We also have another speaker tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Every day this month, we have a speaker, okay? And I get it. You got things going on. Your life is happening, all that stuff. Listen, plug in. Even if you could just put it on speaker and listen. Plug in, because our speakers are dropping amazing bombs. Well, listen, y'all, my name is Taria Vision Avant. That is another edition of another day of New Year, New You. This is our 8th annual conference. Y'all, I can't wait to hear all of the breakthroughs from this event. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I got now. God bless. Deuces. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up.
Are you ready to make 2025 your year?
Are you registered for the 8th annual New Year, New You conference?
This free virtual event is packed with daily inspiration, expert advice, and amazing giveaways.
For 7 years, we have done this event with thousands of people showing up virtually from all over the world.
It's easy to join. Just head to newyearnewyouconference.com and register for free. All you have to do is register and show up to win. Want even more chances to win? Complete a few simple steps. It's all free. Don't miss your chance to kick off 2025 with big prizes and even bigger opportunities. Register now at newyearnewyouconference.com. Your year of transformation starts here.